What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Tim Sports Talk. And today we are talking about, should we trade one Terry McLaurin? This one hurts, okay? This one hurts because you guys know I love me some Terry McLaurin. I think the dude's an absolute stud, and I would love to keep him here in a burgundy and gold uniform for the remainder of his career. But we have a team to build, and we have some options here, especially in a super deep wide receiver class, right? Super deep. And if there's a team out there that is looking to win now and willing to send a nice pick for him, I think I'm going to do it, okay? I think I would do it. Now, what could we possibly get for him? I mean, if you can get a first, by all means, get the first, right? I would love to somehow get, I don't know, Pittsburgh's 20 or anywhere, any of these guys. If Arizona, Green Bay, or Kansas City, if any of these guys want Terry McLaurin and they're willing to ship a first, of course I would take it. But I'm trying to think of this as, what's the least amount I would accept, right? And with such a deep wide receiver class, and the opportunity to save $24 million on the cap this year and $25 million on the cap next year, it's like Adam Peters talking about, the flexibility, the optionality, the options would be plentiful with that much cap space. Already next year, we have $100 million in cap space projected. Save $25 million on Terry? Yeah. Right? And then this year, we still have $46 million as it currently stands, according to Over the Cap. We could save $24 million this year. A lot of that could roll over. We could potentially sign a left tackle that's a free agent. I like Donovan Smith. We could maybe just go out and just get some other pieces just to fill the roster, as Adam Peters talked about. But adding draft capital, saving cap, we could be big, huge splash players next year. I don't know, guys. You guys let me know what you think of that in the comments quickly. Like, what do you think? What would you do with a guy like Terry McLaurin right now, right? So I've been looking at the second round picks, right? The Chargers just traded Keenan Allen. Would they be interested in coming to get a receiver? Maybe do we go in division? Like the Giants at 47. Chargers right now are sitting at 37. Arizona's at 35. Like, do we maybe look into this second round range? And maybe you could even add like a later round pick, like a second and a fifth or something like that for Terry McLaurin. But I think I've come around to, we need to do it, right? We're not winning this year. We're not winning the Super Bowl, right? We're not in a win now mode. I know that they're trying to build a team that can compete next year, and I respect the heck out of that. I want to compete as much as possible, but with the rookie quarterback, our ceiling is pretty much like what Houston did last year, and Houston did win a playoff game. That's incredible, but I don't think we're getting past the second round, right? And that's being generous even if we get there. I think we're probably more in the 8-9 win range, and with potential, right? Dan Quinn in his first season at Atlanta was 8-8, and they had an established quarterback with Matt Ryan. So I would imagine that we are probably in a similar boat. And the Texans last year were 9-7, or sorry, 9-8, but that's also in a very weak division. We're in a pretty strong division, right? Giants are pretty weak, but Eagles are obviously still super strong. Dallas is very strong. So we're also not in a very weak division in that front. So maybe we could sneak in as a wild card team with 9 wins if the NFC is weak this year. But I feel like that's our ceiling. So with that mindset, Terry McLaurin is already 29 years old. He's only under contract for one more season, right? He's not under contract for 2026. Oh, wait, no, he still is. Is this like a dead cap year? I don't know if he's actually technically still under signing in 2026 because it's only a $5.6 million cap hit. That might be like a dead money thing. But either way, that's a $5.6 million cap hit next year. So the next 2 seasons where he's really making his money, right? $24 million this year, $25 million next year. and he would be 31 at the end of that contract. I think he turns 30 this year. I think we need to do it. I think we need to pull the trigger if there's a team interested. Now, if there's no team willing to give up a second, then I'm good. I would rather just keep Terry McLaurin, right? Man, I just said that out loud, and I'm still now thinking about it. Do we do it for a third round? I really would rather not. I would rather just keep Terry McLaurin. I love the dude. Super great in the locker room. Super great leader. And he's a super talented player. And having a guy like that for a rookie quarterback is not a bad thing. But it's just such a deep wide receiver class that you can get. If you can get pick 37 from the Chargers and maybe like pick 140 in their 5th round, that's Xavier Legette, Adonai Mitchell, potentially a Troy Franklin. If Xavier Worthy falls in that range, probably not, but still, it's just an option, right? There's so many interesting receivers in that early 2nd round that somebody could fall. Keon Coleman is a guy I absolutely love. And if any of those guys, I mean, there's so many receivers in this class, and I didn't even list like the top guys like Neighbors and Marvin Harrison Jr. and Adunze, right? Obviously, those guys aren't going to be there in the early 2nd, but the point is that there's so many good receivers at the top of the list that somebody's got to get pushed down. Not everybody in the 1st round is going to draft a receiver. So eventually, these guys that are super talented are going to get pushed down the list of draft. We see it every year, and I would love to have an extra bullet to get that. Then we can still get our left tackle. Then we can still get a corner. And we get, or probably not a left tackle, more like a right tackle. We have our quarterback at 2. I mean, that's pretty massive. And then I would also go and sign a guy like Tyler Boyd. I am super high on Boyd. I've always liked Boyd. I don't know why Cincinnati's kind of just pushed him out. I mean, I know T. Higgins and Jamar Chase are really, really, really good. Jamar Chase obviously being a top 5 receiver right now. I understand that, but man, Boyd I think kind of got the crap end of a stick where I think he's actually a super talented receiver, and he's still out there and available right now. You could get him on a 1 to 2 year deal, like we like to do right now. Then you have your rookie receiver, whoever that may be. You still have Jahan Dotson. You'd have Jamison Crowder at number 4. I mean, that's a pretty sweet 4 wide receiver set that you go into next year with, even without Terry McLaurin, and you save a ton of money and add another pick, potentially even a later pick. But you guys let me know what you guys think about that. I say it with a heavy heart. I love Terry. If we keep Terry, I'm not upset about it. I don't think this is a must-do, but I think that I'm leaning towards we need a trade. But you guys let me know what you think about that in the comments below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time. And until next time, see ya!